9 on Your Side starts now.
Now at 11, close encounter.
When I came to the door, he had the door open.
A man on the run wanted for several robberies tries to break into a woman's home.
I could actually see his body, and I hit up against the door and locked it.
Only on 9 on Your Side, the woman's quick actions to protect her family. Plus, the shooting by police right outside her house to take down the suspect. Good evening, and thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Craig McKee. Tanya O'Rourke has the night off. That exclusive interview in just a moment. But first, here's where the investigation stands tonight. Investigators say the armed robbery suspect is Robert Schneider. Police shot him following a chase, and he is in critical condition. Schneider is accused of robbing 4 stores in the tri-state. The most recent location was a Green Township gas station. This is surveillance video from that store, and that's where the chase began. It ended with a shooting in Westwood near Work and Epworth. This cell phone video from a neighbor shows Schneider trying to run away from police.
I told him to get away from my door.
And only on 9 on Your Side, a homeowner's terrifying experience. She says the armed robbery suspect tried to break into her home. 9 on Your Side's Jake Ryle joins us live right now with that exclusive interview. Jake?
Well, Craig, Dolores Burton and her 2 grandchildren were home at the time that this suspect tried breaking into the home. The only thing stopping him was a door and her determination. Sweeping away the past.
It was scary, but I'm glad I kept my head.
Dolores Burton's encounter with Robert Schneider happened at her doorstep.
By that time, somebody's like, boom, hitting the door like they really trying to break in.
The man police believe robbed a Hyde Park liquor store, a Covington supermarket, Saks Fifth Avenue downtown, and a Green Township marathon station, pleading with Burton.
He said, I need help. And I said, you got all the help coming down the street, you know, and he hit the door again, boom.
For her 2 grandkids at home.
I basically just told him to get down on the floor and lay down in the bedroom.
She says the suspect was able to get her door open.
I said, get away from my door. And he hit it, and it came open like this. And I did that and locked it real quick. And that's when he, boom. That's when he shot or whatever happened down there.
A hole in the lower window of her entryway. She wasn't hit, and she quickly headed to protect her family.
When I got to like here, I heard the police officer say, drop your gun. And I heard the gunshot.
A close encounter.
It was really kind of scary. It was scary to know that somebody's actually trying to get in here, and then after I knew that he had the gun, what was he going to do after he got in here?
Now, Dolores says she went to the hospital following the incident. She's doing better now. For now, reporting live in Green Township, Jake Ryle, 9 on Your Side.
Amazing story. Thank you, Jake. And we are still working to learn more about this ongoing investigation. Here are all the locations involved so far, including the thefts allegedly committed by Schneider in Covington, downtown, Hyde Park, along with the marathon station just today. It's still not clear which officer shot Schneider. Investigators say Cincinnati police officers and Hamilton County Sheriff's deputies were not involved in the shooting. Police say Schneider was shot 3 times. It's also not clear how many shots were fired. We'll bring you updates as soon as we get them. Breaking right now, a shooting in West Price Hill to talk about. Police telling us a man is recovering after someone shot him in the shoulder. He's expected to survive. That shooting happened on Glenway Avenue. No word on any suspects at this time, but police do tell us 2 people took off from the scene. New at 11, parents at St. Ignatius are speaking out about accusations against their now former parish priest. This comes hours after the Archdiocese of Cincinnati announced Reverend Jeff Drew will not return. 9 on Your Side's Kristen Swilley joins us live right now with the message those moms are sharing and how they feel the church needs to move forward to regain some trust. Kristen?
Yeah, well, Craig, the women you're about to meet love this parish and the people in it. That's why they were so upset to hear about this week's news with accusations against one of their own, now former priest, and they say that they are really holding the Archdiocese of Cincinnati accountable.
I I think I speak for almost everyone. You're angry and mad.
It's something Aaron Grousey and Teresa Dinwiddie Herman hoped they never see. A parish priest removed over allegations he violated the church's decree of child protection.
We are not upset with our school, the church, our parish, our community. We're upset with the archdiocese.
Both women have children here, volunteer here, and have been affiliated with the parish for years.
The people that stay here are for a reason. It's just a very special place, and until you're part of it, can you understand?
But they feel the archdiocese that oversees their beloved St. Ignatius can be better.
It's our job to take care of our children and keep them safe and bring them to this safe place, and they failed us in transparency and many other aspects.
In the future, they want more communication and better vetting.
We need a couple more checks and balances for administration leaders that we have more maybe our hands on moving forward.
For now, they are standing with the staff, fellow parishioners, and keeping the faith as they start to heal.
We don't want this actions of one person to damper who we are, because we are a great parish, we are a great community, and a great family.
Now, the statement from the Archbishop reads in part that anyone with any more concerns about that priest should contact the Hamilton County Prosecutor's Office. The Archbishop also offering his thoughts and words of prayer for the St. Ignatius family in this difficult time. Reporting live, Kristen Swilley, 9 on your side.
All right, Kristen, thank you. New at 11, the fraud convictions for Evans landscaping owner Doug Evans and his vice president of operations will stand. A federal judge has refused to overturn those convictions. The judge also declined to give the men a new trial. A sentencing hearing will happen in 3 to 4 months. You may recall the jury convicted Evans and Jim Bailey of using a shell company to win minority contracts from the city and the state. They were worth millions. Evans' attorney said the trial was unfair and claimed prosecutors, witnesses, and even the judge made mistakes. The judge rejected the accusations of wrongdoing.
Okay, time for a 9 first warning weather update. As we do, we generally have some partly cloudy skies, even a few spots with some clouds overhead. Overall, though, it's going to be a very quiet night. Look at what's happening out by Hillsborough, though. You'll notice there's still a couple of showers out that way from earlier today, and very mild outside. Temperatures in a lot of spots still in the 70s, 75 degrees still in Cincinnati. So temperatures will be very mild out the door, in the mid to upper 60s right as you get out there. And by the way, we're generally looking at partly cloudy skies, but some areas could develop a little fog that clear out. Then as we go through the day for tomorrow, there's about a 30% chance in the afternoon of a couple of pop-up showers. We'll talk about exactly where that's most likely, and even more chances as we head through the week in a couple minutes.
All right, Steve, we'll see you then. Meanwhile, President Donald Trump will be in Cincinnati in less than 24 hours. He's holding a Keep America Great campaign rally with Vice President Mike Pence at U.S. Bank Arena. That event begins at 7 p.m. The doors open at 4. If you are interested in attending, you can register for tickets online. And make sure to plan accordingly. The Cincinnati Police Department tweeted this warning out tonight. You can expect road closures downtown and on the interstates in the hours before and after the rally. And you can watch the president's rally on our website, the WCPO Facebook page, and your favorite streaming device like Roku and Amazon's Fire TV. We'll have extensive coverage, of course, tomorrow night at 11. Tomorrow's rally follows another Democratic debate tonight for the second night in a row. 10 candidates for president faced off on the national stage. ABC's Maggie Rulli is in Detroit. She walks us through the standout moments and the candidates getting a lot of attention.
Night 2 of the Democratic presidential debate in Detroit started off with what some are calling a verbal jab before the first question was even asked. Vice President Joe Biden coming face-to-face with Senator Kamala Harris after the two squared off over busing and race relations in the first debate, both bringing it up again in round 2.
The vice president has still failed to acknowledge that it was wrong to take the position that he took at that time.
Barack Obama knew exactly who I was. He had 10 lawyers do a background check on everything about me on civil rights and civil liberties, and he chose me, and he said it was the best decision.
This time, Senator Cory Booker joined in.
This is a crisis in our country because we have treated issues of race and poverty, mental health and addiction with locking people up and not lifting them up.
And like night 1, healthcare was top of the list.
The person that's enjoying this debate most right now is Donald Trump, as we pit Democrats against each other, while he is working right now to take away Americans' health care.
With Harris having to frequently defend her new health care plan.
The senator's had several plans so far, You can't beat President Trump with double talk on this plan.
The reality is that our plan will bring health care to all Americans.
But all agree the priority is getting President Trump out of the White House.
First thing that I'm going to do when I'm president is I'm going to Clorox the Oval Office.
The opposite of Donald Trump is an Asian man who likes masks.
Now, all 20 candidates are hoping that their performances over the last 2 nights have been enough to get them into the next round of debates in September. Maggie Rulli, ABC News, Detroit.
Coming up, knocked to the ground, a large explosion levels a home, leaving almost nothing behind. A number of injuries tonight. And a Bigfoot sighting in Kentucky? A man claims it happened. The investigation underway now after he opened fire at a campsite. And still ahead, making a difference. The local program teaching children to dance, no matter their family income. 9 on your side at 11 is back right after the break.